Hello and welcome to a quick update about MATIC, Polygon MATIC. Not too much has changed since my last video. The scenario still stands pretty much very well from the low here, where MATIC bounced off the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level at 32 cents, which is a definitely significant support level for such an overall correction. In addition to that, we could count 5 waves as complete with that lowest point. We then could count 5 waves up. We could count 3 waves down in a wave 2. We could count 5 waves up in a wave 3. And we now can very clearly count 3 waves down in a wave 4, which means we are definitely here in something that we can consider an impulse. Yeah, here highlighted in red, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wave 5 still missing. This is now getting interesting. So the next move, that is what MATIC needs to do to also convince myself really that this is something sustainable. It would need ideally to break above this 66 cent level, the wave 4 high. That will be interesting. That will be important structurally for the chart. Where would the target for the wave 5 be? First of all, can we assume the wave 4 is already done? Let's take a look. There are 2 price levels that we can take into account here. First of all, we can use the ABC price target, A, B, C, where we would normally expect the wave C to go a bit lower than the wave A. But we can use the Fibonacci extensions, and one possible target is the 1-to-1 ratio. So what you basically do is you take the length of the wave A and you project it onto the beginning of the wave C, and the same length of the wave A and the wave C is sort of the target, right? The 1-to-1 ratio that you expect the wave C to have the same length of the wave A. That would be at 57 cents. I would say we've pretty much reached that. So we have reached currently a definitely valid support level where the wave C could be finished. If we see further downside and a break below 57 cents, what would be the next target for the wave C? It would be the 1.618 extension that is at 53.5 cents. Yeah, 53.5 here, 1.618. That is what I would expect if we really go below 57 cents. The proof or evidence that here the wave 4 is finished and the wave C as well is definitely given if we go above here wave B high. So if we break above the previous swing high at 62.7, so all eyes need to be on that level. The other price target we can calculate by looking just generally at the Fibonacci retracement for this wave 4, which happens here. And we have reached the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level. So you can clearly see here that the 23.6 is the minimum of what you would normally need to do in terms of a wave 4 correction. Ideally, you would expect the 38.2% Fib level all the way down to the 50%. So in this range between 51 cents and 53.7 from a Fibonacci retracement point of view. Now let's see where those 2 price targets overlap. The 1.618 extension of the wave A, that would be here at 53.7. That matches perfectly the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level. So this is definitely a level that I would expect to find serious support should we lose the 57 cent level. Would definitely not be unusual to see that lower low here in a wave C. But very well, it could already be finished. And if we now see a bullish candlestick and something might seem to be emerging already, maybe with volume, if we see volume come in, then it could already be turning around now here in a wave 5. So again, next wave would be the wave 5 to the upside, and we can also calculate the target for this wave 5. So, and then we have a nice large impulsive wave finished, that from the low here already made nearly to the peak here, 100%. And that will be even more if the wave 5 is going to be another higher high. Let's calculate what the wave 5 high would need to do ideally. So the target would be, the first target would be 71 cents. So that would be for me definitely evidence that we are seeing here a first significant impulse. 71 cents would go above the high of that wave 4, would definitely be interesting and important. Now, when we reach this, and it currently looks like we will, then all of this 5-wave move will be corrected in a larger ABC move, which will be another entry point. So if we get to that level at 71 cents, what would you expect in terms of a retracement? Again, it's a bit difficult. It depends on how bullish the market is, but you would expect at least the 38.2% fib level to be reached again. That is 55.8 cents, but it could really go down all the way, in the worst case, to the 88.7% fib level at 36 cents. The higher we stop, the more bullish we are in this fib ladder. So I would even say probably the 38.2 is not enough. You will probably see lower prices. Possibly here the 50% is very likely, which is 51.2 cents. The 61.8, which is 46.6 cents, or the 78.6, which is 40 cents. So these are the levels that I would expect in that larger retracement. And then whatever happens afterwards will tell us if we really are in a beginning of a really sustainable uptrend. And this would mean that this here was a larger wave 1. This 5-wave move counts as a wave 1. What is then coming down as an ABC wave will be a wave 2, and the next wave up will be a wave 3. And then we can also, just for fun, calculate, and again I just make something up now because I don't know exactly where the wave 2 will land, but let's say it will land around 50 cents, which is definitely a realistic level for that wave 2 then. Then we can expect that next wave 3, which will come afterwards, to pump all the way up to $1.10, maybe even more, because the minimum extension is the 1.618, and usually you would see more. The altcoins would usually pump a little bit more than that. Yeah, and I mean, if we see that, then it is just getting very unlikely that this is still a corrective wave. Then I think we can be very certain that we're already in the uptrend. But again, I'm telling you already now that we could be in this turnaround to the upside, something that many people cannot believe at the moment, because the Elliott waves are just they are the tool to really project those trend reversals. There is, in my opinion, nothing that can do that better than the Elliott waves, and they already point towards it. Yeah, it is still a bit too early. What I would want to see definitely is that move above this wave E high here, which is also highlighted as the wave 4 here at 66 cents. This is a significant level, and if we have that done, and then an ABC down here, and we see then a bullish signal, I mean, that is definitely a good entry point here. If we then get all of this corrected once more, and it will be corrected, everything is corrected, nothing is moving up in a straight line. Okay, and that is my view about MATIC. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.